That's a good question. It's over 30 years now. Most of that time I was in distribution, starting back when I was a teenager up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and moved on throughout the Midwest with a distributor and joined up with DDSmatch about 6 years ago. So I guess for me I was kind of caught up in the middle management world with that distributor in dental, and I think I'd kind of worn out my time in that function, let's call it. And fortunately, I knew a friend that had been at Patterson Dental for years and had left, and we had kept in communication, and that person was Thad Miller that founded DDSmatch. And he had called me a few times while I was managing at the distributor and talking on, hey, do you know somebody that would be a good fit as a partner for DDSmatch in Chicago? And I never thought at that time when we first started talking about it that maybe that could be me. But then I figured out that day was there where I need to find a new path in dentistry. I didn't want to lose all the experience and years that I'd put into the industry. And so that's when I hooked up with Thad Miller and became the partner in Chicago. I appreciated that moment big time because it was a distressed situation. It was a doctor that had been trying to sell their practice for over a year with one of my competitors, and they felt like they just ran into a roadblock. They seeked me out from one of my connections in dentistry and gave me the opportunity to sell that practice. It took a little while, but we got the job done. He was so appreciative, and there was just so much passion behind that transaction. We found a great fit, and it was something that Thad had talked about as he was kind of prepping me for the opportunity to join the team at DDSmatch, and it just felt great in the end. Our trusted transition process, it's just like so much of what's being done in dentistry today inside the dental practice. Everything is done for a reason, with a purpose, with a start to a finish. And so the process of serving the dentist to get through their transition of the practice is mission critical. And I love the fact that we're starting with their plans, their goals, their future aspirations, and putting a good construct together around a plan with our trusted transition process that'll get them to sell in their practice. It is all about the customer, and it always has been for me. Otherwise, it's all about chasing dollars and greed, and that's the last thing I want as a professional in this industry. It's a small industry, so I think integrity really matters, honesty truly matters, and that's where I lead with my game out in the field. And how do I show that to my customers? It's through communication. Frequent communication, consistent communication, a lot of candor, being transparent. All those things kind of make up what I feel is about honesty and integrity. And I sure hope that I propel that to my clients. One, because what we talked about, I truly care. And I think we do have a unique proposition in the industry as value-added brokers representing dental practices that are looking to transition their ownership. It starts with our process, that trusted transition process, and it's about our networks. And I've been working in the dental industry for over 30 years now in a small area we call the Midwest of the United States. And I feel like I've got a good name out there, lots of good connections, and I'm always open to making more connections. I don't have a syndicate, so to speak, of people that I refer to or talk to. I'm a pretty open book, open slate when it comes to getting to know folks and opening up what my business is all about to hopefully find a solution for my clients within that network that I've developed over time. I just would say that the biggest thing in this whole transaction world of dentistry with dental practice ownership is it's about planning and having the ability to try and get ahead of your plans a little bit, reach out to a professional like myself if you're a dental practice owner that's thinking of transitioning in the future, and starting to lay that groundwork. So you're not surprised by what the expectations might be in the marketplace versus what you have in your mind, and really to make for more options for you to have a successful transition and a win-win scenario for both sides too. That's what we're all about.